Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
You got that game off to a good start with that jump ball play. Is that good? Kind of a good tone setter a little bit.
I mean, it was definitely exciting just to get the crowd going, to get our team going with a big play. Wilton made someone miss and gave me opportunity. So I mean, the energy based off that play was pretty nice for our team.
Where does that win rank amongst all the wins you've been a part of? I know A&M last year was pretty crazy, but just beating USC, does that make it
probably
number
number two? A&M was probably number one just because probably one of the most historic comebacks in college football history. So, but that was for sure number two for me. That was a pretty awesome win, great feeling.
A close two? Close two?
Probably a close two, yeah.
How did it actually feel knowing you knew a lot of those guys in that team, that you played a big part in that win?
I mean, it felt awesome, man. But like the thing is, like after those SC guys are still like my close friends, still text me to this day, congratulate me. All of them came to me just telling me how happy they were for me, and because I mean, it wasn't like we had a bad fallout, but that was definitely, it was motivation and just motivation to get that win, but really just for my team. We haven't beat USC since I've been here, so for us to get that win and how our season has gone, but to get a big win like that is just really awesome for our team morale and just for the season as a whole. So I mean, that was definitely, I was really happy with that win for sure.
We were talking to Justin Murphy about this yesterday, but what does it say about the discipline of this team that Chris Murray gets a punch thrown at him, he doesn't retaliate, and then before the fourth quarter, USC's dancing on the field, you guys don't really bat an eye, you don't really get provoked by that kind of stuff?
I think that just shows the maturity of Chris Murray as a young guy, because I feel like earlier in the year, maybe like during fall camp, he would have responded, but I think he's just matured so much in the season and knew that by him being patient and not responding, it helped our team win a game. And then just, I think about them dancing on the field, that's the thing about Coach Kelly. He's never been into that type of stuff. He's always just showed us like that doesn't win football games. So I give credit to Coach Kelly on just preaching, and all the rest of the coaching staff just instilling that in us. We're just like, hey, dancing doesn't win you football games. Like, just executing your plays, doing your job wins games. And so I think that showed.
Do you feel like this time last year you guys might have gotten into it a little bit? That might have been the mentality of last year's team?
Maybe we probably would have responded a little bit differently, but I'm not sure. But I mean, I'm proud of how our team responded after that.
What do you think has kind of been the biggest change that Coach Kelly's implemented with this team as far as the process of kind of doing it his way?
I mean, I feel like all of us just kind of believe just through his resume and through his teachings that his process for what he wants is successful, and it teaches us how to be a better team, teaches us how to be better men, it teaches us just how to be better like teammates to one another. So I mean the season hasn't been like, oh, we're 10-1, but we every single week we see us as a team improving, we see us getting better in all aspects, on and off the field. So I feel like we just have to continue to trust it, and it'll get better and better.
So I guess the big question is, do you want to be part of that next year, or are you you coming back next year?
Right now I'm just focusing on Stanford, and then we'll see where that goes.
What will go into your decision?
I mean, I'll probably just go through the process of just filing for a draft grade and those type of things. But like I said, right now I'm just trying to focus on helping my team get a win against Stanford.
How much will it help having your dad, somebody who's in the NFL, and doing that evaluation and weighing the pros and the cons?
I mean, I definitely have good insight with him, and he'll always be honest. He's not gonna be a typical parent where it's like, oh yeah, you're the best, you can go do this. He'll be honest. I mean, so I always appreciate it about my dad. He's always honest, and he always gives me good critiques, and when it's good or bad. So when that time comes, he'll definitely be a person who can help me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I know you guys have no control over the schedule and when you play which opponents, but is it kind of nice to end with USC and then Stanford, a team that you haven't gotten to beat yet, kind of to parlay it into next year?
It really doesn't matter to me. I'm excited for either one. Stanford's always a good team, and I feel like they're always fun to compete against, and they have a lot of great players there, and so we haven't beat them in a little while too. So I mean, that'd be an awesome one to finish on. So I'm just excited about our team and to go against a good Stanford opponent.
Do you feel like they've kind of become like your second rival next to USC since you've gotten here, just because you guys haven't gotten a chance to beat them?
Mm-hmm. I'd probably see them like that, but I kind of look at every game as a big game. But Stanford is definitely an exciting game. I like it. I like the energy of that game a lot.
Was that, you talked about great wins, was that Stanford loss 2 years ago when you guys kind of had them, maybe the most crushing loss that you've had since you've been here?
I was really, I didn't play that much that game. Okay. That was kind of when I just first started, like getting some playing time. But I mean, our defense really, I remember that game, our defense really did so well. And just, if we could have scored a few more points that game, I feel like we could have came out with a victory. But they had a lot of good players. They made some plays at the end of the game. So, but I mean, all losses are tough to me, but that definitely was a hard one.
Do you have any plans to go through the senior day ceremonies on Saturdays?
No, I don't.
Okay.